33 kilometres to Dargo. This is McMillan Road, which in all essence is going to be really boring. So unless you are specifically interested in this video, I suggest you just stop watching now. It's okay, I won't be offended. I've never driven this road. Not the whole thing anyway. It is the road into Talbotville Campground, which is why I've never driven it, because I've come down Basalt Knob South, or I've come along Crooked River to get into Talbotville and I've stayed there. I've never just driven in. It's always on a four-wheel drive track, but there's always questions about this track road, because it's called a road, and then people go, oh, I want to go camping, yeah, let's go there, and look, there's a road in. This is the road. So even just that bit back there, you can see it's very thin. I don't think I've passed a single spot. Oh, look, car and car, yes. Like you could probably fit two cars here. Car and caravan. We shall see. Anyway, so I'm recording this for those people that want to know about towing things in and what the road is like. I'm going to record probably the entire thing, but what I might do is just chop it when it gets just even more boring. As in, you could easily fit two things the whole time, okay? So if the video just ends abruptly, just know that there is nothing worse beyond. It's only better beyond. Well, that's a bit of a drop off down there. There is a drop off all the way down here on the left hand side. Like that's a bit wide, you could probably squeeze two in there. But there's not much. I wouldn't want to meet another caravan if I was pulling a caravan. People do bring caravans down here. They do. So it all depends on your, I suppose, confidence. Really. I've never towed a caravan. I've towed a trailer. That's it. So judge for yourself. So I've managed to sell this to my friends. I'm in convoy. I've got Craig and his wife Nicole behind me. They're in patrol, and I've got Steve at the back. And I've managed to sell coming down this road, and that's the quickest way to get to the pub for dinner, because the time is 5:45, but we're staying at the pub, the Dargo Hotel, so should be, I reckon, should be there by about 6:30. But yeah, this is the quickest way, even though really secretly I wanted to record it for everybody who is interested in this track. Because even I filmed Merrington's track, which is a really, a two-wheel drive can go down it. It's not a four-wheel driving track of any form of intensity, but people drive into Merrington's and they want to know, so I filmed it. This is not the channel where every track video is car wrecking craziness. This is the sedate channel, which shows you everything. Look, there's a nice big passing space. Just have to be comfortable with a massive drop off on the side. This is actually a little bit wider than what I expected. I expected it all to be like what it is straight out of camp, which was quite thin. This is actually quite wide. A bit rocky in places. So don't come down here if you've not got good suspension. If you're towing, you'd probably want a four-wheel drive just to be able to get it, whatever it is you're towing up these inclines. I'm sure somebody will have driven a two-wheel drive down here. There's plenty of rock in, as in rock for grip. It's not slimy. rain. That's rain. Such a weird day. Look, blue skies, sunshine, and it's raining. Anyway, it's Christmas Eve tomorrow. Oh, it's so nice being out and about. The campgrounds are looking pretty empty. Talbotville had 2 groups of people literally at polar opposites of the campground. Eagle Vale, we just saw a guy and his dad rock up there. I think they're just literally touring. That was empty. What else did we go past? Black Snake. That had a few people in. But yeah, I tend to find that people don't really go out just before Christmas. So if you don't really care about Christmas, I don't really care about Christmas, but you know, I've got kids, so fake it till you make it. Before Christmas is a really good time to go camping. No, this is a nice wide bit. So there are places that caravans can pull over. Make your decisions as to, like, I've got my foot down, so if you've got a massive caravan, or I don't know, maybe somebody who's watching this, if they've gotten this far, who's got a massive caravan, could tell us whether they've brought it in here. And if they have, how did they go? This is wider than I thought it would be.
Up this road.
I have never driven on this road, have you?
When we left Talbotville on that very first trip that I did, where you did Blue Rag and we did Crooked River.
So you left out of Talbotville up this road to go where?
Home.
Oh, why didn't... Is that just because it's the quickest way to the Dargo road?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. I thought you like went up Billy Goats.
We drove down and we did Billy Goats and Blue Rag over 2 days and stuff.
No, I've only ever driven into Talbotville via Basalt Knob South or Crooked River. So this is new to me.
How did you, when you left on that trip, because you left by yourself, you left early, where did you go then?
Didn't we go up Blue Rag, Billy Goats? No, we went the bottom way. So we went, you know, the way that we drove into Eagle Vale today. I went that way.
And you left by yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, so I went along Crooked River, did those couple of river crossings, and drove out the way we drove off the Dargo road today. So yeah, I didn't come up here, I went the southern way, if you want to call it the southern way. That extremely boring way. This is way more interesting. Bit of a hill climb. I am in low. If I was coming the other way, I would still be in low, because then I've got all engine braking. Like, your brakes would be red hot by the time you got to this. If you were just you'd just be on the brake permanently coming down here. There is no respite from the gradient. There's a cracking view when you're coming in. I just can't see it because I'm driving up. Oh, you can see it out the back. Oh, that's a bit of a big whoopsie. There we go. Let's have a look. Oh my gosh, spectacular. When I die, I want my ashes scattered in the high country. Not that I think that I will be able to see any of the high country, but on the off chance that, you know, there's some weird afterlife, I think I'd like to look out on something like that forever. One thing I do have in the car, let's just link it in with afterlife, is I actually have a defib in the car. So we did buy a defib with the club that I'm in, but I wasn't quite sure that they'd get one. So I bought my own defib. It's one of the little cell AED ones. And it's a single use. You can buy it outright and then just have it, or you can buy it outright and then have a subscription. So I paid for the subscription. It's $200 a year, which as a lump sum is a lot to me. Money is tight, cost of living crisis, but I kind of think it's worth it to have that option, that if me or Steve have a medical episode and, you know, I'd rather throw everything at it and be able to shock somebody than not have it, just for the sake of $200. Oh, so that is Bulltown Spur, which is on the channel if you want to watch it. So you're going to come up to a junction. It's Bulltown Spur crossing this road. Just kind of carry on up the middle, if that makes sense. Yeah, so my little first aid kit's getting pretty good now. Got all the loads of things, EpiPens, Ventolin, all the things that, you know, if someone's going to die, it's going to be because they've had an anaphylaxis. Straight on. Through the middle. You good? Are you just joking with me?
Well, I went right.
You went right up that rocky bit.
No, not up the rocky bit. I didn't see another rocky bit.
So you're still on the bit that looks like a road and not a four-wheel drive track.
It's still on McMillan Road.
Yeah, okay. Good. You scared me for a minute then. Not that it's scary.
Charlie's through the crossroad.
Thank you. Yeah, so we've got the EpiPen for anaphylaxis, we've got the Ventolin for asthma, because lots of people die from asthma attacks even though they don't know they've got asthma. We've got the defib to shock somebody's heart. So a lot, like, one of the, I suppose, misconceptions in the club was that if you're having a heart attack and your heart's buggered anyway, it's not going to save you. But there's lots of reasons why people's hearts stop, and sometimes it just needs a little shock to get it at least going in the right direction. And we have a Zoleo, so if we get to that position where we're needing a defib, we've already pressed the button that is saying send us help, we need help. Oh, it's a bit different. Well, I kind of am thinking that this might be nearly the end, because much for muchness, really. It's quite wide now. It's quite flat and smooth. All the rockiness is gone. So what I might say that I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if I carry on talking in a minute, then something more interesting happened further on that I need to show you. Okay? So I think you've seen the hardest bit. I think we're done. Everything else looks fine. There is approximately one, I'm guessing, I don't know what the map scale is, that could be a kilometre, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7 map squares left of this road. So yeah, I kind of think it's not going to get any worse than this. Alright, so there you go, that's McMillan's Road into Talbotville. Make up your own mind. Catch you next time. Unless something more interesting happens, which I don't think it will. But I'm going to carry on talking anyway because I love talking to myself. I might go into high. I think this road has started to turn into an actual road. That looks very smooth and I think I can go a bit faster, so I'm just going to stop and go into high. Keep my diffs on though. There we go. Keep my diffs on just to give me a little bit of extra. My central diff lock on.
Just going to stop and go to the high range as well.
Yeah. So I'm not having to accelerate really anymore. So the car's just rolling, which is nice. But look, this is absolutely fine, isn't it? My biggest issue is whether I'm going to meet someone coming the other way because the blooming plants are so big. I suppose if anybody really wanted to see this, they could. Maybe I should just put it on and you can just stop watching. Because what if somebody really, really, really wants to watch this? Ugh. Because I've got a subscriber that told me they've got a Unimog, so they like to see all the tracks because then they can see if the Unimog will fit. But look, tell you what, you can make your own decision. You can stop watching now if you want, because this is all it's going to be for the next, I don't even know how long, 20 minutes? Maybe 40-minute video, we'll see, we'll see. I can go a lot faster now I'm in high range. That is turning left at the junction with, I want to say Bulltown Spur, but that's wrong, it's called something else. But yeah, turn left. Collingwood Spur, it's the end of Collingwood Spur. It's hard to tell because the map, it could be both, could be Bulltown Spur or Collingwood Spur. We have got some people pulled over on the left. They're in like a massive lay-by, so it's no drama. Gonna pull that camper trailer into Talbotville. Ew. Ew, that's a bit...
All gone left to Collingwood Spur.
Big ruts there. Good job I kept you on. Some big muddy, well, not muddy, but they were obviously muddy at some stage. There's some ruts coming once you've gone past the people with the camper trailer, so just take your time around there. Here's a question. What do you call the meal that you have in the middle of the day? Do you call it lunch or do you call it dinner? Because I call it dinner. Apparently it's a northern English thing to call lunch dinner and dinner tea. But what has happened is, since I've come to Australia, where everyone says dinner at tea time, I now call